Joey Badass might be on the verge of becoming a hip-hop legend, and it's happening in real time, one diss track at a time. If you've been following what's been going on in the rap world lately, you know things are getting wild. May is proving to be one of the most exciting months for hip-hop in a long time. And right now, all eyes are on a storm brewing between East and West, with Joey Badass sitting right in the middle of it, going head-to-head against a wave of West Coast rappers. But this isn't just rap beef. This is lyrical warfare, and Joey isn't backing down. In fact, he's swinging harder with every record. It all started when Joey Badass linked up with Big Sean and Ab-Soul for a freestyle. That track didn't just stir the pot, it lit the match. The energy shifted. Subtle shots that had been passed back and forth over the last few months turned into full-blown diss records. The first real response came from a West Coast name, Rayan, who dropped a track called Who Era. Joey didn't flinch. He fired back with The Finals, and that's when things started to spiral into something much bigger than anyone expected. Soon, Reason jumped in with a track titled Dead Apple. Then AZ Cheeky followed with What Would You Do? Even Daylit stepped into the ring. From there, New York rappers came to back Joey up. CJ Fly, Kai Seishi, and Jawan all dropped their own heat. It was no longer just Joey versus a few West Coast voices. It was becoming an all-out regional clash. Then Joey dropped My Town, a track that not only featured the legendary Loaded Lux, but also delivered punchlines so sharp they felt like uppercuts. It wasn't just lyrical. It was surgical. Fans were already starting to whisper, could Joey really be the one to bring down the mighty West? Rayan wasn't going to let that slide, so he returned with GoldenEye. Then Daylit came back with AO, but Joey wasn't finished. He dropped Crash Dummy, one of the hardest tracks in this entire sequence. Daylit answered with not one, but two more diss records. And just when it seemed like things couldn't escalate any further, Hitter J3 jumped in with a song called The Last Supper. At this point, it wasn't even a battle. It was a lyrical Royal Rumble. Bodies everywhere, bars flying like fists. Through all of this, there's been one question that everyone keeps asking. Where is Kendrick Lamar? Joey has never hidden how he feels about his place in the rap world. Back in 2022, he said he saw himself in the top 3 of his generation, right alongside J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. That kind of confidence needs backup. And in the past few weeks, he's been proving those words weren't just talk. He's been walking that line, stomping through every opponent and letting his music speak louder than anything else. Still, as impressive as that is, there's one thing missing, a response from Kendrick. Here's the twist. Kendrick Lamar is currently on a stadium tour. That means he might not be able to hit the booth as quickly as fans want him to. But according to Glasses Malone, who is closely tied to Kendrick's circle, the response is coming when no one knows. But it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Glasses said Joey knows bars are headed his way. That alone confirms that Kendrick is watching, listening, and planning. But not everyone is happy with the waiting game. DJ Akademiks made it loud and clear that he's not covering any more tracks unless Kendrick steps into the battle. He's not interested in hearing anyone else respond. He doesn't want to hear from West Coast runners-up or lyrical gestures. He wants the king to show up. Period. Akademiks went even further. He called out the entire West Coast, saying Joey Badass is handing out lyrical beatings to everyone and no one is stepping up to stop him. He claimed Joey has been slapping every rapper on the West Coast, one after the other, and that Kendrick's silence is starting to look suspicious. Akademiks reminded people that when Pusha T called out Drake, Drake responded. He said, "You call for the king, we want the king." According to him, if Kendrick doesn't respond, then Joey already won. He didn't stop there. He slammed Ab-Soul for being quiet. He said Ab-Soul looked like he didn't even understand what was going on when he was sitting in a cypher. Akademiks said he doesn't want to hear from anyone unless it's Kendrick. If Kendrick doesn't come out and drop a record, he's done with the whole thing. And he's not alone. Many fans feel the same way. They're not here for sideline. Versus, they want the main event. Joey has been going up against everyone without asking for help. He hasn't called for features or reinforcements. He's not tagging other artists to jump in. He's not ducking or dodging. He's been handling his solo toe-to-toe with anyone who steps in front of him. And that's the kind of energy fans respect. What's making this even crazier is how Joey's making all of this look easy. He's not stumbling. He's not putting out filler. Every track has purpose, energy, and clever lines that hit hard. Even critics are starting to admit he might be the best out right now. Some are even saying Joey Badass might have earned the right to call himself the king of the West, and he's from New York. That's the part that's hitting people hard. A New York rapper is dominating West Coast artists on their own turf. And the one person who could shift the narrative, Kendrick Lamar, isn't saying anything yet. But that silence is growing louder every day. Some fans think Kendrick is planning something huge. Others think he's trying to avoid a situation where he takes a loss. The pressure is building, and there's no way around it. If Kendrick responds, he's walking into a battlefield that Joey has already been conquering. Every delay makes the stakes higher. Kendrick's return has to be perfect. He can't come back with a half-hearted verse. He can't rely on his legacy. He has to drop something so cold, so undeniable, that it shuts everything down. But even then, it might not be enough. Some fans say Joey has already won. That even if Kendrick drops the greatest diss record of all time, people will still say, he lost just for taking so long to respond. That's the kind of momentum Joey has right now. He's not just rapping. He's building a case, making a point, proving that he belongs at the top of the food chain. If you step back and really look at what's happening, it's more than just music. It's a shift in power, a changing of the guard. Joey Badass didn't just wake up one day and decide to start beefing. He's been watching, waiting, sharpening his skills. And now he's showing everyone exactly what he can do. The rap game is about timing, precision, and guts. Joey has all three. Kendrick is still the biggest name in the conversation, but Joey's putting him in a position where he has to respond. He has to defend his title. And when that happens, if it happens, it might go down as one of the most memorable moments in hip-hop history. Until then, all we can do is wait. More tracks are likely on the way. Other rappers might jump in. The energy is electric, and the competition is real. But right now, one thing is crystal clear. Joey Badass isn't just making music, he's making a statement. And unless Kendrick steps out of the shadows and grabs the mic, that statement might just become the truth. Joey Badass might be the new king, and this battle might already be over.